Hey, my name is John, relationship and dating coach, a member of Love's Empire Group. Welcome back to our channel. Make him want you. Do you want to know how to make a guy fall in love with you faster? Take your time to watch this video to the end. That is the theme I will talk about in this particular video. Do you ever get a gut feeling about someone the instant you meet them? When that happens, you know it is not because of what they said or did. It's some kind of sign you read in their facial expression, vocal tone, or body language. Surprisingly, researchers have found that we are quite accurate with this instantaneous assessment about other people. The simple fact is, you know things about a person the second you meet them, and you react to this unspoken signal automatically. If you're good at reading people, you may not find it surprising to learn that men and women notice different kinds of signals when interacting with a potential mate. To skip ahead to the video that explains the unusual pattern of signals men look in a romantic relationship, just click on the first link in the description. It explains the hidden signal that ever repels a woman or make him feel irresistibly attracted to you. Otherwise, keep watching to learn a particular signal you are broadcasting to men all the time, whether you know it or not. It is probably not what you would expect. You see, there is a specific kind of body language men simply can't ignore. It's a signal that can spark romantic feeling, or it can repel him, depending on what he is reading from your nonverbal cue. Would you like to know what is it? Men are extremely sensitive to somebody in your body language that you will never expect. Women often ask me for the word to make a man want you, but the secret to make someone fall in love with you goes a bit deeper. In fact, your ability to broadcast the right nonverbal message makes all the difference when it comes to attracting the kind of man you want. If you've been attracting attention from guys who fail to connect with you on a deep emotional level, I may be able to show you why. You are probably sent out just on very confusing signals without even realizing it. With the wrong signal, you end up with this. First of all, attention from the wrong kind of guys, the one you are not interested in. Secondly, initial attraction that later fades with the one guy you really wanted to attract. And third, a slow and painful dip for the attraction that passion in your existing relationship. But with a slight adjustment, you could be sending the right signal all the time, and you would end up getting results more like this: passion that intensifies the longer you are together, a guy who clearly feels protective of you, a deep feeling of private exclusivity as he lets you into his inner world. The difference can be dramatic, and it can all come down to this one signal I'm about to show you. In order to explain the signal, think of yourself as a radio tower. You are constantly broadcasting a message to the man in your life, and there is one channel he can be turned out. That is because men have emotional antennas designed especially to decrypt this one kind of signals. Ready to find out which signal I'm talking about? Okay, here is it. He reads your non-verbal cue to find out where you rank him compared with other men. He reads your body language to see how he moves you up in your eyes. Does she respect me? Or I'm just her playing thing? Does she look up to me in some ways? Does she value me compared to other men? Or is she just settling? Why are men so sensitive to these one signals? Because Oddly enough, this signal tells him how you compare him to other men, so it influences how he feels about himself whenever he's around you. And it is amazing how much this one signal affects his emotions. You see, in relationship, people don't tell us that we really want to know. We have to listen to what's written between the lines. This kind of listening determines how we feel about each person we meet, and when it comes to romantic relationship, it tells you so far more than spoken word. Now tell me this, which man will you rather come into your life? And man who compliments your beauty but seems to have difficulty keeping his eyes off other women? Or man who is reserving with this compliment but seems to have eyes only for you? The truth is, no one wants to end up with someone who is just serving. Instead, you want to feel desired. Men are no different, but what makes men feel desired is very different from what makes women feel desired. For example, research shows men often confuse love and respect. A man does not want to be loved by a romantic partner unless she also holds him in high regard compared with other men. Otherwise, it just feels like motherly love. That is not what he wants. It is not how he wants to perceive himself in his primary relationship, and that is why women often send a missing signal to the guy they are interested in without even knowing it. It's happening accidentally, and I have to tell you, it is not your fault. Society has changed too fast for men and women to adapt to the rapid change. We are left scrambling. In nearly every culture, there used to be a clear set of exceptions. Those exceptions guide men and the women through the process of connecting with a lifelong partner. Demonstrations of mutual admiration were built into the process of courtship, but those clear acceptations are the thing of the past. This day, each couple has to invent their own path, dancing around unspoken expectation and feeling of uncertainty. And there is something that often gets lost in our modern version of courtship. I'm talking about the ancient art of communicating desire through the language of admiration. It is where the phrase "you have an admirer" came from. He doesn't want to settle. He wants to feel like you see him as the ultimate catch. Otherwise, it defiles his ego, and with it, his passion for the relationship deflates too. He just can't picture himself with a woman who looks up to other women more than she looks up to him. But this is where things get confusing. Many women want to make their man feel loved, but a woman's ideas of love and communication is very different than a man. How do you communicate your true feeling a man? And why are men sensitive to tiny signals about where you rank him compared with other men? To dive a little deeper into that particular occasion, I put together a video presentation in the topic. Watch it by clicking the first link in the description. After watching that video, many women are surprised to learn how much control they have over a man's self-esteem, and even more surprised by how easy it is to make someone cherish you and want to invest in the relation. Many of us have a tendency to buy gifts of the sort we should like to receive ourselves. It can be like that with love. We try to love our partner the way we want to be loved. So you make him feel special, yet he seems unaffected by that. You speak your own native love language to him. Apparently he speaks another. But I'm here to tell you about one incredible universal method you can use to grab his attention by showing that you get what he craves most. Click the first link in the description now to discover an unfair advantage with men. Help him to finally see you as the one. Thank you for watching.